SABC News reporter Khayelihle Khumalo has been tracking the story and joins us live now. A landslide. This is a historic, result, particularly as much as, yes, it hasn't been called yet, but it does seem that the odds are stacked up against the BDP. So let's look at what this means then for them.
Well, absolutely. By all accounts, this is quite a very watershed moment for people of Botswana, because they have been yearning for this change. They have been talking about all these challenges facing the country. For example, the issue around the diversification of the economy, especially because when you look at the global economy, how the diamond and many other precious metals have been affected. So it's quite a very important moment, especially now we do understand the Chief Justice has announced that, of course, now the president-elect, the leader of UDC, but also most importantly, that important moment where President Masisi made the phone call saying, look, I really concede defeat. I'm going to support you to have a smooth transition in terms of the transfer of power and also just in terms of the process that is going to accompany what will follow over the next course of coming days.
And I suppose it allays the fears for those who are wondering if there could be, should there be a change of the old guard, that would there be a smoother transfer of power? And I suppose him making that phone call and also the press conference, holding the press conference earlier on, does somewhat signal that it might be a smoother transition than others anticipated? I
think undoubtedly, Bongile, especially when you look at the current situation in Botswana. I mean, this is a country that has always prided itself as a stable democracy, as a shining example, as a very exemplary country, especially in the continent, where we do see more often than not in the cases where the incumbent, they're always resistant to change. So with Mr. Masisi saying that this is a very important moment for us as Botswana, but also it was quite interesting during the course of the press briefing where he was talking about the situation, the challenges facing the country, that's now his successor will have to contend with all these issues around the economic challenges, but also saying that his hands are clean should there be any situation where he may find himself in. But also, just a short while ago, we heard from the Observer Mission as well. They've given these elections a stamp of approval, albeit with some challenges, obviously, around the logistical issues, the ballot papers, in terms of making sure that next time they should arrive on time, but also in terms of dealing with all these logistical issues.
And of course, as you mentioned, these issues of, socioeconomic issues, they've really been big, particularly for young people. I wonder if we've heard it all from the UDC?
Well, so far we do understand that obviously there is euphoric moments that we have seen unfolding in Botswana. There is a sense of joy and the gratitude as well, where the UDC leaders made a commitment to serve the people of Botswana, irrespective of who they've voted for. But also it's been really interesting gauging the reactions from the SADC region. For example, the Zambian leader, Khayelihle, has been one of the first leaders to say, congratulations, Mr. Boko, you really have a big responsibility. And hopefully we're going to continue in terms of the cooperation with the new leadership as well. Also the Tanzanian President Samia Suluhu Hassan as well has also sent her congratulatory message as well. But also even here in South Africa, the EFF leader Julius Malema saying this is a very interesting time, saying that Mr. Boko really has gone through a number of challenges, but also Mr. Malema saying that hopefully this will usher in a new move where the visa restrictions that have been imposed against him will be removed.
All right, Kai, let's leave it there with you. Thank you so much for that update there. That was SABC News reporter Khayelihle Khumalo.